used to work late shift as classroom IT support for a college. We didn't get a lot of high-priority calls from night classes, so, among other duties, we'd get a lot of repairs and maintenance done that couldn't be done when the classrooms were in use during the day. I don't mind the dark, so I wasn't in the habit of turning lights in classrooms on if I was just going to do something real quick on the computer. Well, I had a ticket to install something on the instructor PC in a classroom I had never been to before. It's about 10 p.m. when I get around to this ticket and I head into the room. I get about halfway across the room and suddenly freeze. The hair on the back of my neck is standing up and I feel 100% that I'm being watched. No, I'm surrounded. Then as my eyes start to adjust, I see them. This entire classroom is encircled by hospital beds sticking out from the walls. And in every bed there's a person sitting up, looking right at me. Holy fucking shit. Oh, I'm sorry, I blurt out before finally realizing that they're all just plastic dummies and I was in a nursing classroom. My time to shine, I work from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. at a hospital. It's a small hospital that usually has an entire wing closed at time. And a lot of the lights are turned off at night, except for some of the unit lights and the main hallways. That being said, people die there pretty often as it is a hospital. One night I was sitting in the ICU watching heart monitors, and all of a sudden room 10's monitor switched on. Now there's nobody in room 10, so that kinda spooked me, being that the only way to activate it was to be in the room or by me at the desk. Thinking it was the janitor cleaning, I disregarded it and switched it back to standby. About an hour later, it switched on again. I knew it wasn't the janitor because I had just walked past the room a minute earlier from getting a drink. So this time I get up to go check it out. I walk down the dark hallway and get to room 10. The door was closed and I could tell the lights were off in the room. I opened the door and nobody was in the room. As I went to turn the monitor off, the door closed behind me. It scared the shit out of me, and I felt like someone was standing next to me. I turned the monitor off and left the room. I asked my coworkers who had been there longer if they ever had anything weird happen. Most said no, but 2 of them said they've seen a ghost sitting on the bed in room 10. I don't believe in ghosts because I've never seen one, but I'm definitely a little spooked by room 10. I work as a CNA in a nursing home, and some residents are out of their minds. Well, one night a CNA from the other side of the facility came over and said that there had been an emergency call light go off in the bathroom of one of her rooms. Both residents in that room are total care, and in no possible way could they have gotten out of bed, pulled the call light cord, and gotten back in bed to be asleep and snoring in the 30 seconds it took to check on them. Later on in the night, we had an alarm go off on one of our outside doors. Still the middle of the night, most residents are still sleeping, and nobody is missing that could have gone out the door to set the alarm off. We chalk it up to some asshole kid pulling on the door from the outside. The door's magnetic locks are designed to open if you put pressure on them for 10 seconds. It's a required emergency precaution. A nurse and I walk the perimeter of the building, but don't see anything suspicious. About 10 minutes after we get back inside, I'm checking on my residents when I hear one of them talking to someone. I go in the room to check on her, and she's just laying there looking at the side of the bed. I ask her what was going on because I heard her talking, and she says, "He wants to get on the bed." "He what?" I ask. "He wants to get on the bed." "Who wants to get on the bed?" "The little boy," she said. "He wants to get on the bed, but I can't help him up." I freaked. I checked the whole room, from top to bottom and every corner and possible hiding spot. Didn't find anything, but I was on edge the rest of the shift.